Don't drop the soap, big homie.
I hope you know that when he gets out, he's gonna kill your ass.
He ain't getting out.
I'll see you soon.
You think he gonna get out?
He'll be out.
No, for real. You think he getting out, though?
I do believe that John Sinister, or whoever wrote the screenplay for the second movie, really glosses over what happens between him walking into the sirens and then winding up in Miami.
Yeah.
There's a lot that just because the cop that comes in, what is the name of the guy, the actor from what was that show? It wasn't like him and a bunny or something. He had like a doll that he lived with.
The white guy.
The white guy.
Oh, you're talking about, and not Married with Children, but it was called Love and Marriage.
It was like there we go.
Dexter's
with Nikki Cox.
Dexter's dead.
Dexter's dead. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, because that's not the same
What's his
guy.
name?
You said
it's the same guy.
No, it's not. Okay, there's two different. If you said the guy with
Am
the
I
bunny,
getting them confused? Am I getting
who was
confused?
Bobcat Goldthwait? It was the bunny. Is that the one you're thinking of?
Yes,
Nikki Cox? That's not the same guy.
As Dexter's dad?
No, it's not.
Really?
Yeah. So
No,
you're
because
thinking,
there's
Love and
two.
Marriage.
You're right. There's a second one.
All right. Well, while you're looking that up, they do, like I said, he shows up saying that he can clear both Brian and Roman's record. I'm like, well,
James
if you have to clear Brian's record, he should be in jail.
Yeah.
If his record isn't clean. Okay.
Well, from what I understood, he was like on probation, and then when they caught him with the cars, that's when his record was no longer clean. And to keep it clean, you got to do this very dangerous mission that only your skill set will prepare you for.
Because we couldn't just go in and do what we do and just like bust in and
Arrest
shoot
them.
everybody. Yeah.
Look, it was the FBI's idea to bring you in here. I'm against it. But we need some good drivers that can put this asshole and his money together. You're gonna roll with Agent Dunn here.
And if I don't?
Here's a list of the laws you broke in L.A. Obstruction of justice, aiding and abetting, you know the rap sheet. We can make this all go away in the interest of justice. If you're willing to play ball.
So what's the idea here? Dunn and I are supposed to be street racers?
That's right.
Can't do that. We gotta get inside.
Well, they also bring his old supervisor too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you? These are the guys who let a VCR or a DVD crime ring get away. Why would you put these two together?
Oh yeah, they're all fired.
It's one of those things where you're like, hey, you remember this from the first movie. This is what they're here for, to remind you of your love for the first movie.
But you've already replaced the generic white police officer with the guy from Love and Marriage. Why not just do the same thing with generic black supervisor? Because there's no point in bringing them in. Because again, you look at it like when you and Paul Walker were put together, you wasted taxpayers' money and you got nothing done.
Look, when you play Michael Jordan's dad in Space Jam, you get so many roles. It's like you get the phone calls constantly coming.
Got a point. Got a point.
They did rehabilitate his character though. In the first one, he's an asshole. In the second one, he's like Paul's advocate.
Yeah.
They didn't get Buffalo Bill back though.
He was too busy skinning people. This is what happens. This is what happens when his career got tossed in the ringer.
Would you race me? I'd race me
so hard.
So hard.
Oh my god, that was way too creepy good. Like, I don't like this.
We practice.
That
sad.
Ted Levine. Too much. That was too much. That was impressive. I was like, I know that voice. Oh god.
And then they bring in Evan as her, so she goes undercover. Brian's technically undercover. Roman's technically
undercover.
Except Cole Hauser, who's very over the covers.
Well, the thing is, you gotta feel bad for Cole. Like, he has all these undercover people in his place, and he has no clue. You want to talk about being a bad cop? He's a bad drug lord. Like,
he's the worst.
Yeah, just I don't understand how he made it this far. Outside of he probably turned state's evidence to get everybody else arrested, and so then he just stepped in,
just by default. I think it was that and his rats.
Oh yes,
Rat King, Cole Hauser. Because that was the one thing I did remember from that movie specifically was, if you put a rat in a hot bucket on a fat man's stomach, he's gonna eat the fat man.
Yeah, he'll just eat right through him.
Yeah.
That
We
seems like
also
a very
get
long way to
throats.
torture. I'm like, why don't you just burn the fat guy?
Well, I will say from
You're
watching
gonna
the
waste
scene
a
of Game of
rat?
Thrones,
Come on, you
it's-
bought the rat. Why waste the money?
Seems like you're
Yeah.
torturing the rat at that point.
It is a very Game of Thrones. It's because every villain needs an idiosyncrasy. It's the reason the villain from Darkman cuts off fingers.
Okay.
Everybody
sense,
needs
yeah.
a kink.
Well, that was apparently his, and it's like Miami torture porn.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
So between
On a side note,
Fast-
I'm gonna pause real quick just because my nerd brain needs to clarify. James Remar is who is in the Fast and the Furious movies. That is not Jeff Pearson from Unhappily Ever After. I got the name wrong for Love and Marriage. Is Unhappily Ever After. That was a show with the main character had a rabbit, stuffed rabbit in the basement that he talked to. That was voiced by Bobcat Goldthwait, and also had Nikki Cox and Kevin. Kevin Connolly, who played Ryan Malloy.
Okay.
So, and it's
Yeah.
a completely different tangent. I just want to clarify that they're two different actors.
but they look a lot alike.
They look a lot alike. They're very
In fact,
they're
they're
very
both in-
Yellowstone.
They're both in Dexter.
I would, yeah.
One plays
yeah.
Dexter's dad, one plays Dexter's sergeant, and they look like it's very confusing.
So,
Well, there you go.
yeah, they're very similar.
And they say all white people don't look the same.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
we're
white,
pretty
you've been
close.
Affleck.
So part one is a better movie. I don't
Oh
think
my
we-
God.
Part two?
It's not
I mean-
for debate. How is that a question? It's
It's not. No. I'm just.
I mean, there's no Dom in part two, so I think it's a better movie.
What?
What's your problem, nigga? You didn't win.
Hot take.
That. Oh, you're just.
That is,
hold on. I'm feeling.
that's
triggered
right out of the
right now.
oven.
There's that. What do you, Ken? You said that and you didn't blink. What the fuck?
Well, see, here's one of the questions I had. I was at least thinking about. I wonder if the idea, because they couldn't get Dom to come back for the second one, if the idea was just
Yeah,
to follow.
he's too big a star playing Triple X. He's like, no, I'm getting my
Yeah.
Triple X money.
Well,
and then
it's
they're
so
like,
many-
oh yeah, what about
Chronicles of
Triple X
Riddick.
2? And he's
Oh
like,
yeah. No.
yeah.
Chronicles of
Chronicles
Riddick.
of Riddick. Yeah, we know. And when's the second one coming out? When are we getting that?
Hey,
Where's Triple X 2, the new batch?
Okay.
What
about
Okay.
Ken?
Hold on. That's Triple X. Yes, that was a timed movie. Whatever. But Chronicles of Riddick was really good.
Where's
you
the
know,
second
this was
one?
a time movie. Fast and
define the
Furious.
word really.
It's Hamlet in space. It's amazing.
Or
Really?
you just
Johnny
do Hamlet.
Depp.
I mean, that's it. You're saying like it's Hamlet in space. Lion King is Hamlet in the jungle.
Yes, but the thing is, we know what story's going to happen, where he's going to betray, the king and all that stuff. But then Riddick shows up, and now Riddick is changing the whole plot of Hamlet. I was all about the story, the creative, the universe they were coming up with.
I feel like you
So
were
you
Vin Diesel's agent, and he left you after he left the project.
Oh my God.
So
I
you
was
stuck
so
on this-
pissed when they did the third movie. And I was like, oh, I can see how this ends. And now he's like back fighting monsters. I was like, this isn't what I want, dude. Like, this is Pitch Black is good, but I wanted to see more of Chronicles
you wanted
of
the
Riddick.
space opera. Do you
Yeah.
believe? Do you believe that
Have you seen
can
Dune?
sometimes you can only
I
defeat
have.
evil with another type of evil? Another kind of evil?
This is a trap, and I'm gonna fall for it. I think that's hilarious. I absolutely love when it's like we are not evil enough for this evil. Let's call up the one evil guy that we think his morals are kind of okay. Bring him in here.
Dame Judi Dench played an air elemental and said that line.
Yeah, she's setting herself up
Dang!
for later
Judi Dench.
paychecks in Fast
Yeah.
series.
It's
Yeah,
called
smart.
Paychecks, okay?
No, that's Helen Mirren.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh, all these white women look the same to you, Kareem? Shit,
One's
all right.
taller. One's taller.
It's a bunch of British white women. What is,
I
you
mean-
know, they're all Princess Di to me. It wasn't a joke about her being Di. She's a British white woman, guys.
Princess died to me.
Pat, you
Pat,
said what you said. Stand by it.
yeah.
I mean, I am.
I mean, especially with the way she passed, that makes it even harder in this podcast.
Oh,
That
totally
is-
forgot.
Yeah,
She
that's
died racing. She died
Yeah.
doing what she loved.
God.
You can't do
Just
that.
living her life
The
a
queen
quarter-
is coming. There's no queen. It's over.
She lived her life a quarter mile at a time.
and it's done. It's over.
Oh,
This
Oof.
one's not gonna get uploaded to
Yeah.
YouTube.
yeah. UK.
No, get that up
the
there.
UK servers.
You gotta
get
stream this
down.
live on 4chan.
Yeah.
Send it to Harry directly to him.
If you would have told me that I'm not the one saying the ridiculous thing on this podcast that's going to get hate mail, I would have called you a liar.
Oh, man.
But wow, Pat,
Hey.
thank you.
We are where we are. And
Look.
Pat said what he said.
And
The
that is at
problem
Rogue
is-
Jedi.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
TTV.
whoa, whoa.
He said all your comments.
Oh, don't worry, we've been sending all our hate mail to you.
Oh, hey,
Hope you have some good spam filters.
I'm sorry, all British white women are the same to me. That's my bad. It's my bad.
Oh man, that was a left turn.
That was
Would you say
beautiful
that's a tangent?
That's quite the giant tangent.
Yes. Back to
need
what I
a
was going to
theme
say,
song.
though.
Tangential giants. Now back to
Even like the jazzy music, the injury
Yeah.
music from football.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't sad. It was peppy. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
What football music are you listening to?
I can't do the Fox sad music. Can you do the Fox sad music?
No, but we'll put it in there. My question was-
cry.
Would you guys have rather have seen a series follow Paul Walker's character, where he just goes from state to state committing like random crimes and getting his records cleaned after each movie, or what we get eventually with Dom?
I didn't know I wanted to see that, but
Well, because I
now
think that's where they were
do.
going, though. Because
I think you just sold me on it. Like
Yeah.
a series where he's
He could
convicted
do like
of
the
crimes
Hulk.
he did not
He
commit.
he could just
and
like
then
thumb
he-
it everywhere and get a new car.
If you can find him, if you pay them, you can
There you
hire
go.
Paul Walker.
I'm
He's
just
like a mix
picturing
between the Hulk and the A-Team.
Brian's
Oh,
just in
okay.
the wrong
Hulk team.
place, the wrong time, all the time. He's at a red light and they just blow by it, and he's like, "Well, that sucks." And then the cops are on him. And he's like, "What'd I do?"
The only way to get out of this ticket is to find us the real villain.
Yeah.
Ava Mendes.
The only
is
way to get
there.
out of this ticket is to get a bigger ticket. Well, because it seems
Ava
like that's
Mendes
where
is
they were
always
going
just
with the
hanging out there.
series. But then they decided to make this giant pivot with the third one, which they brought in Lucas, whatever
Oh,
his name was.
See, like that's saying like there was a plan in place. I don't think there
Yeah.
was. I think it
Well,
was just like
Well, let's put it this way: they brought in two characters from the first movie, specifically for this movie. So there was at least a plan to be like, we're going to
Wilkins
include,
Too
and Paul
fast?
Walker.
Okay.
because they could have done an
Bill-
anthology to begin with. They could have just started saying like, we're just going to have random
But-
people play random racers in random situations,
That's
and we don't
They
need
did
Paul
that.
Walker.
because
No,
Vin
and they-
Diesel and Paul Walker said, "Yeah, we're good. We're out."
Yeah.
So-
Dom
Thanks.
thought
What do
he
you
was too
mean?
big.
Well,
But he shows up at the end.
So
He showed up as in the end, I think, as a afterthought. Like they're like, he's like, oh shit, I didn't get the paycheck for Riddick 3 or Triple X2 or any of the other shit that he's done. They're not calling him for Iron Giant 2. So he's like, oh, you know what? Hey guys, can I come back and we want to do this
Well,
thing with Dom?
That
It's
being
all-
said,
Wait,
Paul
hold on.
Walker did the same thing though, because he
Wait,
shows
hold
up in the next one.
Well,
Yeah,
the
that's
thing
fine.
is, Vin Diesel's character showing up in 3 was so part of the time, because when when Tokyo Drift comes out, that's when we were just having cameos. Vin Diesel's character saying, "Did you want to be part of this family?" And he said, "Not yet." And he's like, "All I got is time." That just opens the door for future stuff, but doesn't mean he's going to continue. That was just for the fans of the series,
Yeah.
because it's a 2BS Superstation original movie. Like, it
No,
had
but you can't. But you can't. It's what I'm saying is it's harder when he's the main guy of the first movie. He's the whole reason why it
Yeah.
starts off. To say that he's going to be, his cameo doesn't mean anything, I think is wrong. Like there's a reason why they brought him back and nobody else.
I mean,
I don't
no,
think Paul
you can't
Walker
say-
was available, and Dom's coming back. They didn't make the fourth film for another 6-7 years.
Yeah, it's pretty
3,
far
I think,
out.
or something.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's only 3.
I think
It's
so.
only 3.
but still,
Let's see. The first one, the third one comes out in
two-
2000. Yeah, 2003 or 2006, and Fast and Furious, which is the fourth one, comes out in 2009.
Oh shit.
I will say
That's a lot
to
closer than I
Cole's
thought.
point, we are starting to get like after credit stingers popping up more in 2006. Like we are starting to get some of that stuff. And it's like, it's a throwaway thing. It's a deleted scene that they do. Like,
No,
we can just do this.
Well, I'm trying to think. When was it? When was it a throwaway scene where the end credits don't mean anything though?
Oh,
not that they don't. No,
like,
not that they don't mean anything. It's just that they can do it. They can do it with almost no budget whatsoever. Like they can just, we'll do a quick reshoot. It's not like the story's based around them coming back to Dom. The story is completely standalone, and then we can throw in Dom at the last minute and suddenly make it all cohesive. That's my point, and I think that may be Cole's point too. Is it's not built on the back of like, wait till we get Dom back here. Like
it was just a nod. I mean, the fact that he comes back in the fourth film, that was just nice. I don't think.
Well, you say come back. The movie's centered around him.
Well, I don't think they. Okay, so to Ken's point from earlier, I don't think there was a plan in 1, 2, and 3 because the fourth movie is when like everything for Fast 10 that's coming out. That's coming back to the events of 4. So I think 4 is when they started having the plan.
I'm saying the plan was to have Paul Walker be the franchise because Ben didn't come back for the second one.
We're saying that there was no plan. We're saying that there was no plan.
Yes.
I'm saying that there was a plan to have Paul Walker be the franchise from 1 to 2.
Yeah. So then why?
Yes, from 1 to 2, but then after 2, and they're like, Paul's like, and they're like, okay, well then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Paul Walker was the reason that they had to make the pivot that they did.
Right.
Less about Vin Diesel.
Right, but the like when they say like 2 dots, 1 dot is just an occurrence. Multiple create a straight line. Like if you do get there eventually, but I don't think they were intentionally connecting. Like, this is going to be the thing. And after 2, they're kind of like, do we want to do more? And no one else was interested in doing more.
There is an alternate reality where they just keep making Fast and Furious Presents, and it's just another generic racing movie that's on USA, and it's just
No,
it's
I
like
agree.
a bunch of Netflix originals.
That's where I think they were going with 3. What I'm saying is, when they made 1, they're like, we want to make a second one.
No,
and you think after when 1 they were like, we're not going to.
No, when they made 1, there was no plan to make a second one.
I completely agree.
When they copied the script, when they copied the concept from Point Break, they're like, no, they just end it there. He just shoots his gun in the air and goes, No,
because it's the perfect ending of him walking away.
So from 2001 to 2003, there was no plan to have Paul Walker be in these movies again.
No,
or
the
have
plan
Dom.
appeared because the movie did well. Yeah, and they're like, we got to make a sequel. Well, let's see. Does Vin Diesel want to do it? No, he said no. All right, well, Paul Walker will still do it. That's fine. That's the conversation.
But isn't that how most movies go? Is that if it does well, that is the plan?
No. Oh, okay. Question. That is a different question. Do you mean nowadays or do you mean back then?
I'm saying when a sequel is made.
Because nowadays,
especially when it's within a 5-year window, like it isn't like they made the first one. What's up?
They want universes nowadays. So when they're making a movie, they go, "What's the world building? How can we get 3 to 5 movies out of this one idea?" But back then, it was, "Here's our one movie. Shit, this made money. I don't care if the script's good or not. We're pumping a sequel out." And that was like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
If they had an after credit scene in the first movie to show like, oh no,
they showed Dom going to Mexico.
Okay, I mean, that was after credits or just was that after credits or is that just the like
that was after credits? It shows him driving in Mexico.
Credits.
Okay,
yeah. To show he got away.
Yeah. Okay. So then they may have thought like we want to have more plans because I it feels like
I love the okay.
Yeah, because I'm like okay, I accept it. The idea is that again they'll make any movie if it makes money. Okay, we can make more, but I don't think that they were like, oh hey, here's our story of Bible. We've got the next 4 movies lined up even if they're brief outlines. I don't think that the story or the writers were thinking that far ahead.
There was not a second movie written when the first movie came out.
There we go.
Okay.
This is very much like Splinter of the Mind's Eye for Star Wars. They're like, Harrison Ford might not come back. This is going to be the new movie, Spirits of the Mind's Eye. It's Leia and Luke in a swamp, and they face Darth Vader. And they're like, oh no, Harrison Ford's coming back. Okay, cool. Here's Empire.
I will say this for the planning moving forward. I believe when Tokyo Drift happened and the fans still cared, even though the movie did not do well, they were like, we're going to come back and we're going to do it right. And they brought everyone in, and then it became more, Except know the joke is
Except for the Tokyo Drift kid. They didn't bring him back.
Yeah. Well, they did
With
now.
Tokyo Drift Kid.
Eventually, what's his
The white boy.
The guy who gets sent
Lucas?
to
Yeah, Lucas.
Lucas.
Lucas
yeah,
Black.
Lucas. Okay.
Yeah.
So when
The
they
white boy's
came
name
back
is
and
Lucas
forth-
Black.
Yeah.
And his best friend is named Twinkie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We just work here,
Fine.
man. We just work here.
Fine. Moving on.
We just worked here.
That movie is so problematic. I think I was texting you guys as I was watching it. Like the opening scene where the girl's like, "Why don't you guys just race for me?" I'm like, and they both are like, "Yeah, cool. That sounds great." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you
Teenagers.
you shouldn't have made that
Teenagers are
move,
dumb.
and you can't make that move now."
Teenagers are dumb.
Well, the good thing is that one
Oh,
point that the boyfriend pulls out a card and says, "Hey, Romeo Juliet law, man. This is why I can still date her, and it's okay." Like that's the good thing is they had that scene in a movie somewhere.
Yeah, to clarify, they did not.
Yeah, it's like all right, it's all good, it's all good and legal.
It is so problematic.
Don't like that.
I don't understand how we got to the Mark Wahlberg Transformers.
I hate
I
that.
don't know what just happened. I don't understand.
Oh, you are the first night. All right. Oh God.
That's the thing is you didn't realize that the next Transformers movie is just gonna bleed over. This is crossing over so many lines.
Oh,
Like at one
Oh.
point, Dom's gonna do a jump, and he's like, "I think we got a Transformer right here," and then it transforms into Ironhide, and he does a tuck and roll, and he
That-
starts blasting.
That was a
Mhm.
rumor that I believed for the hottest second. That
Because
Transformers and Fast Furious were going to come together.
believe it.
you know what? You know that the Transformers are at Universal, and so is the Fast and Furious ride. So,
For
I
some
mean,
reason,
I mean,
for some
so is
reason, though,
Jurassic
they
Park.
always- yeah, they
Exactly.
always link.
Exactly.
They link Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park for some reason. Like they're
I've heard
gonna
that too.
That's a
speed
good-
back in
that's-
time and then race dinosaurs.
You know, Jurassic Park happens in current day, right?
Yeah, don't mean to bring
Nope.
that to
You,
you.
you don't have to go back
in
in time.
time.
Wait.
Speed
Are you
back
real?
in
Are you
time.
for real? I thought it was a time travel movie. All this time? I
No,
thought.
you're thinking of 66. That movie's not out yet. Or 67,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
John Hammond and his time traveling machine. That's how he did it. No
Oh,
expenses.
I spared no
just-
expense.
Yeah. I hear what you guys are saying. I totally understand that there was no plan. I felt like before they ran into whatever contract negotiations they ran into for the third one, I felt like they were like, we could at least we have Paul Walker, we have half of the duo back for this one. We'll pair him up with random people. Maybe he finds another Roman in the third one or whatever. And then they just, Paul Walker took off his career somewhere in another direction, left Tyrese fucking holding the bag and couldn't do anything else with it.
They had
And they're
a
like, we're just
smaller
gonna bite the
budget.
board. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
they had a
budget
smaller
is
budget
huge.
and said like, okay, we got to make a smaller. All right, we'll do a racing movie and throw. I would bet.
We can't.
Well, hold on a second. You said they had a smaller budget.
Yeah, because they said like, no, we
They
can't. We can't
actually
afford.
had a bigger budget.
We can't
for
afford Ja
three?
Rule, and we
Yeah,
can't afford
the production
Tyrese.
budget for
Let's go
Too
ahead and
Fast,
get
Too
Little
Furious
Bow
is
Wow.
76 million. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift is 85 million.
So the thing
my
about
God.
Tokyo Drift
I'm confused
is Too Fast, Too Furious did not do well.
I'm sure half of
Everyone
that was
talked
just travel.
shit on it. So Paul Walker, to save his career, went a different direction for Into the Blue, and
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you get to hang out with Jessica Alba for a movie, why not?
I mean, right? It's in your bathing suit, hell yeah. But Tokyo Drift, they didn't pick
He tried to do National Treasure, but
unknown
underwater.
actors. They got the dude from the football movie, 22 Yards or whatever it's called.
For which one?
Friday Night Lights. I'm sorry. The white guy, Lucas Black. He was a main actor. He was a big name actor. They got Lil Wayne. What's his name?
Lil Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow. Thank you. He was a
Just
big
Bow Wow.
name. You had
At the time, he
just
was
Bow
Lil.
Wow. Oh
No,
you threw me off. Okay, anyway.
I think
the
at the
point
time he
is
was
these
Lil Bow
were-
Wow.
I think you're thinking of Lil
No, I
Romeo
think he was
and
just-
Bow Wow.
I think
you're putting the
he
two
was just
together.
Bow Wow.
No, there's a little. He was at one point known as Lil Bow Wow.
I thought-
But
I'm serious.
when that movie came out, he wasn't. He was Bow Wow.
Was he already
Oh,
Bow Wow at that point?
He
Had
had grown
had
up
he
to be just
advanced?
a full Bow Wow.
Well, yeah. I mean, granted, he didn't change physically in stature. He remained a small man, but he had dropped a little.
Okay, but I'm not wrong in remembering him as Lil Bow Wow. When he made his musical debut. If I can find an
probably right,
album
yeah.
art cover right now that says
I just don't care enough to be wrong about this. So you're right, Ken. You're absolutely right.
But the point is, like, they got actors that were younger and more the MTV scene. So that's probably what they were trying to do. Not really, like, couldn't get Paul Walker. They were just trying to like reboot the Fast and Furious franchise, and it just didn't too well because they killed off the only character we all liked, or so
Jesse?
we thought. Han.
Yeah.
Killed off.
Yeah, killed off. Every Fast and Furious movie that came out after that, when he showed up, my favorite was when they would tease, "You gonna go? Where do you want to go?" "I don't know. I was thinking maybe Tokyo, but not yet. Now's not the time." And you're like, how much farther in the future is this fucking movie?
Yeah. How come everyone's cell phone is better in this than in Tokyo? What the hell happened? Everyone's got a fucking Razor phone.
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, they really were using the razors back then. If you watch the movie, it's pretty shitty. My other question is, or my other theory now is does Cole Hauser come back at some point?
No.
Why not? He just went to jail. He's not even dead.
Don't drop the soap, big homie.
I hope you know that when he gets out, he's gonna kill your ass.
He ain't getting out. I'll see you soon. You think he gonna get out?
He'll be out.
No, for real. You think he getting out though?
He's there. Okay, so there's only supposed
He's
to
got
be
beef
11.
with Roman and Paul.
There's supposed to be 11 movies total, and then it's done. There's no way they're bringing back like Cole's character to have more beef. And when we have Jason Momoa, and then we have
Jason Momoa's going to be family next movie, so that doesn't count.
No,
he's just the villain
no
for
way.
today.
But what about the white woman?
Charlize Theron?
Charlize Theron.
What about the white woman?
She's been the only villain that stayed a villain so far through movies.
Yeah.
Her and the truck driver.
I think she's supposed to be the big bad for the rest of the time.
Okay, how is she? She can't be the big bad if she's been the big bad. She's been bad this entire time.
She gets bigger and badder.
There's no reveal for this.
Gets bigger and badder.
Just you keep thinking you beat me? Well, I'm going to show you that I was letting you win this entire time. And then it's like the Riddler explosion scene where it's like boom, and then people are just constantly the cars are exploding in parking lots.
I'm just saying.
This is Dune. Scheme within scheme within scheme within scheme.
Ooh.
I feel like it would just be better if Hauser gets his revenge on killing both Roman and Paul Walker or Brian in the movie.
That would be the most amazing left turn, a franchise of all left turns.
That's what we do. We just do the whole like you mess with my family, so I made a new surrogate family. So you have Jason Momoa, and I don't know whose character is, but you have him with Cole Hauser, and you have him with
and the truck driver,
every villain, and the truck driver, all of them together,
and Jesse,
and then
the Sinister Six,
Cole
and Jesse and Leon, Jesse and Leon. This is all orchestrated to be like, this is fucking payback. Is Ronda Rousey a bad guy or good guy at that point? We'll find out.
She's still a bad guy.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Is she okay? We can bring her back.
She was like a bodyguard that lost, so
that's fine.
Well, she technically didn't lose. She beat the shit out of Michelle Rodriguez. They both landed on a piano, and that was the end of that fight.
My point is, if we just bring everybody back, like Speaker JPG loves to do, then just bring everybody back and just get them all in there, except for.
Then you could have your epic in-game run to each other battle.
Yeah, exactly.
Or drive to each other battle.
And he's like, Toretto's assemble. And he starts
exactly.
I'm actually thinking. I'm thinking one other way of having the portal scene, but for the same level of whoever wins this race gets to keep you get to save your son. And Dom's like, well, I have to win this race, but my family's with me. And that's when like 50 fucking cars just go to the starting line. And it's everyone like, we're with you, Dom. And it's like the Riders of Rohan, like honking their horns.
And then
you act like this conversation has not happened. That this has not been discussed ad nauseum.
This conversation has gone on.
We'll bring back Johnny Tran's buddy,
1,000%.
the weird dude in the leather pants.
Fuck it, we'll bring back Johnny Tran.
Well, Johnny Tran got shot and killed.
I don't
know. Did he though?
And so, like, fucking, we're bringing back Jesse. We're gonna bring back Jesse. Jesse and Johnny Tran are fucking buddies on the same team now. That's the best part.
We can also bring back Baby Yakuza as well.
Johnny Tran fucking brainwashed Jesse.
Yes. It's like Echo in Star Wars Clone Wars. Like
all he
got,
does
like,
is kiss his shoes now.
Oh my god.
I love
Wires in his head.
I'm gonna
bring
watch
back Baby
Yakuza
now. From the third one. He's gonna be upset about being banished.
I thought he was gonna be a bigger villain when he got like it's like he ended up getting Han. We thought he's the reason why Han got killed, and they were moving forward. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna go after the Japanese mafia, and then they went to the complete other side of the world, and I went, oh okay.
I think I was mentioning was it you guys, you and Ken and Pat about in the chat about the fact that he basically like the baby Yakuza or whatever should have killed him. Jason Statham basically is the reason why Han's still alive.
Yeah.
Because they were gonna, like I said, they were out to kill him that night anyway. So even if he didn't die from the car crash, he was gonna get killed in Japan or Tokyo.
Baby Yakuza may actually show up in part 11 to kill Han.
But also along with Suki and Ja Rule's character, Edwin. Like everyone is coming back. They're all yes,
Ja Rule
yes,
come back.
We're getting Ja back.
Come back.
Oh.
Y'all ain't feeling who? Y'all don't like who? Y'all know the niggas who steady screaming, fuck you.
We're getting Ja back.
And he's selling fire tickets. I got a plan for you guys.
He's like, what's my fucking name?
I do not miss the Ja Rule character at all.
Monica.
Oh, I don't miss Ja Rule at all.
There you guys.
Fine.
Oh man. We can only have him if Ben Affleck's in the movie. That's the only way I'll accept it.
How do we bring Ben Affleck into this universe?
I mean,
if Ja Rule's there,
somebody's got to be funding all this.
Yeah, you've got to be. Yeah, there's any number of ways. Like,
I'm not saying that there isn't. I'm just thinking out loud. How do we get Ja Rule?
Wait. My question is, what's your through line between Ja Rule and in universe, the character played by Ben Affleck?
Mine?
No, Cole's.
Oh my God! It's Fast and Furious. Be on the nose. Be like, what are you doing with Jennifer? And don't even have to say the last name. We just know what's going on.
So it's not okay. So your answer is not that it's Edwin. It's Edwin who's really just Ja Rule, and it's not Ben Affleck playing a character. It's just Ben Affleck. It's just Ben Affleck.
It's Bruce fucking Wayne. It's weird how nobody ever dies. It's almost like there's a rule. The only rule, the one rule they won't break. Nobody can die. The Ja Rule.
And I hope they do like a hard cut to Jesse's tombstone.
Oh, what do you think motivated him to form this team? Exactly. Jesse was killed in Crime Alley.
I said never again. Never again.
I like that Dom's house is Crime Alley now.
I mean, a lot of crimes happen there.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I'm also like very surprised that Dom is so blatant. He starts off this newest trailer worried about his son and like something bad happening, but lives in the house that was blown up and shot at. I'm like, hey, how about you move? Just move.
They know where you live, buddy. Maybe we got to change addresses.
He can't move. He wants an easy commute to his shop and his sandwich shop. It's right there.
Have you seen real estate pricing?
Exactly.
I'm just saying, the man lived on the run in Mexico for like 3 movies.
At the end of all this, if it does not end with 11 being the cutscene of his son eating a stupid tuna sandwich and Dom at the grill, like, I don't know how else you end this series.
Okay, by the way,
his son.
You just put that in my head.
That's right. Vince does have a son. Nobody
episode
likes
11
bullshit. Nobody likes the tuna.
Or the 11th movie has 11 because you said that and it went to my head. It's just 11 sitting there at the side eating the sandwich. She's
with
still
the nosebleed.
Nosebleed. That leads us into Fast 12.
You just see the like red clouds.
Autobots roll out.
If Fast 12 happens, I'm going to be shocked because there has been reports that Fast 10 is going to be a 2-parter and it's ending this entire franchise. So if they're doing Fast 12, not only does that mean they're flying at the seat of their pants here, but it also means
they were doing that in 4.
Yeah,
flying
It
the seat
also
of Panther
means
4.
they like money.
Yeah, they want to pay. Dom wants a paycheck. That's all that means. Is that he's like
You don't think they'll do it without Vin Diesel?
Well, here's the thing.
They've already
Diesel's
tried
got
to get
Marvel
jobs and
money.
all. They're just going to keep doing spin-offs.
Vin Diesel's got Marvel money. The
Not for
other
long.
actors and actresses,
Yeah,
they
not for
don't
long.
need the Fast and Furious. They're all big names.
No,
And then
I don't know.
time
I
out,
don't think
time
Ludacris-
out.
I don't
time
think
out.
Ludacris has been doing
flag on
anything.
the play.
okay,
Yeah. Get, what?
we can
Yellow
go through
card.
it.
I
We
got
can
a yellow
go
card
through
for
them
that.
all.
Give me Tyrese's last big film.
Tyrese?
Fast 9.
Go ahead. Anything not Fast and Furious related. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Oh,
He's done nothing.
Hold on. Let
Him
me
and Lu-
let me
him
pull up
and
their
Ludacris-
IMDb.
Just he literally hasn't been in anything.
I'm actively working against you on this, but Michelle Rodriguez at least had the Resident Evil movies to fall back on at one
Well,
point.
she keeps
Oh, you're
acting.
right.
She does
You're
stuff.
right. You're right. No,
Yeah.
she had that sweet Resident Evil money coming in, which just
Exactly.
kept being printed. Yeah.
Again, I'm against
she-
him on this,
she-
but I at least
she's
wanted to
act-
give him that.
Out of all of the actors and actresses, I think her and Paul Walker have been the ones that, well, prior to Paul Walker passing away, have been the ones that have been consistently acting in other things.
Jordana
I got
Brewster was
it.
on Dallas.
I got it. I got
That's
it. I got
true.
it for Tyrese.
Is that wait? Did you say Yellowstone? I thought I heard Yellowstone.
Hold on, got it for Tyrese. Go.
Yes, Tyrese. Tyrese Gibson is actually part of a franchise now that's not Fast and Furious, but there's going to be many movies. It's a big deal, actually. Morbius.
Oh, he was in Morbius.
Forgot in Morbin time. It was
Jesus.
Morbin time. All this time. It
Totally
was
forgot
Morbin
about
time.
that.
Oh my god.
Fair enough.
Now
Okay,
that's-
so Cole wins.
all right.
There you
Totally
go.
win.
Cole
Totally
won the
redeem yourself.
discussion there.
I mean, it's bigger than Spider-Man. We know that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's the reason why Tom
You know,
Holland had to
honestly,
retire.
it's really changing the hierarchy of the
Oh,
Spider-Man universe. Really changing it.
Oh my god.
Totally forgot about Morbius.
My
So,
my favorite comment about the whole Dwayne Johnson saying the hierarchy of DC is about to change, and then it cuts to like 3 days later. Like that's my favorite Instagram joke. Oh my god,
He really stepped his foot in that one.
he really did.
I
Had
can't
no clue what he was
believe-
doing.
So it does sound like, and we can just do a whole podcast on Vin Diesel versus The Rock, because it sounds like
Oh, we're
I'm
gonna
not
have
sure
to.
who the asshole is in this, because it sounds like Vin Diesel just basically rolls out of bed, just wears a tighter shirt every time to make a movie to look muscular.
Yeah.
Like
The Dwayne Johnson's the thing that sucks is Dwayne Johnson's character is so cool. And it fits in this universe because his no lose contract actually is perfect for the Fast and Furious movies. But he doesn't, the on-set personality that he has. I have heard too many stories about how he's so busy and he's always working that sometimes things take longer than they should because of how busy he is and how many projects he's working on. I understand why other actors don't want to work with him, but I just wish that he and Vin Diesel would come together more, because I want just, you can't end this series without The Rock showing up one more time.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're not going to end the series like that. We know that in Fast 10 we have Abuelita Toretto. So that means that the grandmother's name is Toretto. So that means it's Dom's mother's maiden name. So that's the, is that?
Oh no.
No, it could be.
Oh no.
I was like, could it be, because his full name be Dominic Witwicky, and so he's actually a descendant of the Witwicky family, and so he's next
How's
in
that
line
get the Rock
for the
back in it
Matrix.
though?
Yeah, no,
I don't care
I
about
thought
The
you were
Rock.
gonna say it was related to Hobbs.
I thought you were going to say he was related to Hobbs as well, but the Witwicky was a real easy transition, and I hate that. Well done, you. That
And
was really well done.
That they're
And then-
talking about it right now.
And then so when John Cena comes back as his brother, it's John Cena from Bumblebee. Like it's the same. Like he's still the same. Like it's all
Same
there.
Professional military type.
Yep. That's
You mean
it's all
John Cena?
come together.
Like
Yeah.
John not seeing us. He's gone for 8 movies.
And that's why now John Cena drives the Mirage. It's
I do wonder though, like how
Damn it,
they
Ken.
how they explain that, because we don't know. Are we to believe that Dom is Italian or Latin?
Latin. I think it's in the context of this movie. I believe he's supposed to be Latin.
Why do we believe that though? Because it's not like I don't think he speaks Spanish at any point.
Because of Abuelita Toretto. Because Abuelita is a Spanish term for.
So we're to believe John Cena is also.
Yes. I didn't marry into the. Maybe he married into the family. I don't know how this all works.
That's his brother.
They look so alike.
I didn't see the ninth movie. Is that when Cena's there?
Yes.
I've only seen the first three. Those all I've seen bits and pieces from other.
We're led to believe they grew up together.
When they said when Cena was announced as the brother, the first thing everyone said was adopted.
Yes.
Well, no, but see, but this is a movie where it's like, oh no, Brian's my family, he's my brother. Oh wait,
no, this
like
is
John
his actual
Cena's
brother.
your brother? Did they say that like, oh, that's my blood brother?
They have the same dad. They have the same dad.
So they could be half brothers.
Sure.
I mean, we don't know very much about Dom's mom.
His dad was very white.
His dad was and then he just really takes after his dad.
Dom would have been the adopted one, or the.
I mean, you can have kids and they don't necessarily look like the mix can come out different. Okay, I've got a brother. Things can be different. It's weird. Life is fun. But
I'm just saying. At any point, do you see John Cena whipping up to Spanish in this movie?
I hope so. He can throw. Have you heard him speak like flawless Mandarin?
No.
Yes, he speaks Mandarin.
Don't say it.
It's
Don't
awesome.
say it. Don't say it. I know the joke. I see the joke. I've heard the clip.
What's the clip?
I am Groot.
For John Cena?
You're talking about Dom?
Oh, John Cena. I thought we were talking about Dom. I'm sorry. I was like,
no,
he does I am Groot in every language. I was like, I know where you're going with this.
No.
Absolutely
Apparently,
not.
No, I'm saying that John Cena does speak. I'm pretty sure, not flawless, I guess. Who knows, but very good Mandarin from what I've heard. And I've heard in interviews he speaks Mandarin, so he could throw out some Spanish there and wow some people. Because
所以现在我学习很多时间，我学习中国很多次，可能我学习四个年，所以现在如果我去中国，我可以说中文，中国人说你可以说。我说对，所以我们讨论。
I don't know.
I mean, John Cena. The thing about John Cena as a human being, I'm waiting for that article to come out where it's like, he's trash too, because like everything is just so nice and awesome.
If you ask his ex-fiance, he's trash. If you watch in that reality TV show, he's an asshole.
Well, I'm not like you can be an asshole, but still a good person.
Like, I think you mean.
Well, I'm not saying he's a bad person. Yeah.
So the thing is, essentially, the idea is that they're gonna milkshake duck him. We're like, I don't know, like, by the way, he also collects Hitler paraphernalia. Like, that's the turn. Not just that, like, his exes speak ill of him. Okay, that's God, this is horrible to say.
I'm not saying that his exes speak ill of him. I'm saying that he was on a reality show with his ex, and he was an asshole on that show.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a reality show.
Yeah, they said, "Hey, you need to be an asshole here," and he went, "Yeah, all right."
Okay, I'm not saying that.
Kareem, I think we have to have a discussion about reality shows at some point.
Okay, there's a reason why they're not together anymore. Is what I'm saying, regardless of the reality show or not.
Because the story needed to end, and then she chose.
And
that it was probably not even a real marriage. I don't know.
And because
sometimes people stop being fake and start being real.
Okay, fine. Either he's not an asshole, he's just the greatest actor in the world, or he's an asshole.
I will say this: this is my favorite.
I mean, he's human, so.
And again, this isn't to say that he's still not like a good actor and entertaining to watch. Like you can be an asshole and not be, to what Cole's saying, like, a Hitler fan or pedophile or something like that. Like he's just a dick.
Yeah,
he's not. Oh God, why can't I remember his name now? He's not Woody Allen. That's where I was like. There's a line where you're like, okay, yeah. It's like, you've got everyone's got someone who's has something negative to say about them, but then there's a line where you're like,
exactly.
I don't want to watch anything from Zachary Levi anymore, ever. Like there's a line, and which exactly. Like,
he's done more Make-A-Wish
than anyone
visits than literally anyone by like a lot.
My favorite is when he goes, "If you ask me to, I say yes." And it's like, oh shit, what?
Yeah.
Hey, that's how you make monies. Speaking
and
of which,
in 2 weeks, come back and we'll have John Cena on the pod. That's right, everyone. We are
he
gonna reach
said
out and ask
yes.
We're gonna ask him.
Making a quick pivot to who we could have had in the franchise.
Oh God.
We could have had
Patrick Swayze.
No, it's not what ifs. Well, I mean, yes, this is what ifs. No, we could have had
Keanu
Christian Bale,
Reeves. Gary Busey.
Christian Bale.
For which part?
Letty.
Yes, for the Letty part.
Vince.
He's a cop.
He's a cop, man.
Mark Wahlberg and Eminem.
God damn it.
Oh, fuck Marky Mark. Like, set this shit in Boston.
You know what's Mark Wahlberg makes the most sense out of everyone that you just said.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it makes me want to watch the movie a lot
1000%.
less.
Yeah.
Eminem was like nominated for an Oscar or something during this time because of 8 Mile.
Yes.
Christian Bale just changes the whole mood.
Kick your
of the
fucking
movie.
ass!
Instead of
you
it
off
being
the
like
fucking
fun
set,
racers,
you
now
Goody
it's like,
dog, good for fucking you.
No, don't just be sorry. Think for one fucking
Jeez,
second.
I'm just imagining
The
him.
fuck are you?
in
Right.
Paul
So wait.
Walker, yeah.
So
Wow.
this is a question because we're definitely writing it down here. Kareem, are these people who auditioned or were asked, or you're just like, hey, these are fun names?
These are people. No, these are people that were considered for the part of Brian O'Connor.
Of
Before
Brian
Paul
O'Connor.
Walker was
Okay.
casted. Yeah.
Was anyone else
Brian-
considered? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to, but that's let's focus on that though, because there are different roles there. So it's like instead of Paul Walker, it is Christian Bale. That is because it's like he's the straight man to Dom's, like, you know, you're a cop, man. Like you've got these. That is a different take. That is a deeply different take. Like I don't see him falling for Mia at all. This is a very different.
Well, speaking of which, guess who could have been playing Mia?
You?
Well,
Jennifer Lopez?
No. Natalie Portman, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Kirsten Dunst, B.G. Phillips.
Wait. So backing up. Can you hit me that again? We got
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Okay, so Natalie Portman playing the Latina. Okay, go on.
Hey.
You're breaking my heart.
God damn, Scarlett Johansson can play an Asian?
I'm sorry. Yes,
Fair
yes.
point.
People can play.
Natalie
trees.
Portman
Alright.
can play it. Yeah.
My point
She
is
could
Natalie
play a
Portman
tree
is-
if she wanted to.
Yeah, she's not playing a tree though.
Also,
I'm
let's
just
put it this way. If we get Christian Bale, you don't need a Latina.
No, but if we're still trying to think of the idea that Dominic Toretto is a Latino family,
but
and you have
Ken,
like Jordana Brewster's already kind of, or not Jordana Brewster.
Yeah, that's her name.
It is Jordana Brewster. Okay,
Mhm.
that she's already kind of on the fence. So it's like that's
Ken,
yes.
you are
Yes.
forgetting a very important fact. Who's Dom's brother? John Cena. Natalie
Yeah.
Portman
Fair
now
point.
doesn't make that much more ridiculous.
No. But we're not talking about movie 9. We're talking about the first movie. And if you want me,
This
if we're
was
just
the
like,
plan all along.
Yeah,
Dom
yeah,
was
I
supposed to be a
forgot.
wife.
They had it in
There-
the books.
there is the eight volumes story Bible.
Let's just
they
put it
had
this way.
set.
Let's just put it this
That's
way.
fair.
Nobody was going to fit Mia based on this because Jessica Biel was the other one. Kirsten Dunst was another. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Did we
Kirsten
have any
Dunst
other
is the
names
one that makes
for
no sense.
Toretto?
And
Kirsten Dunst?
the only one that would have made sense is Elijah Dushku. I think she turned down the role. They said it was actually written for her and she turned it down.
We're
Elijah.
fucking lost, man.
I mean,
She was on what was it, Dollhouse or
Soul Survivor. Oh, the True Calling. Or no, sorry, you're
Wrong
right.
Turn.
Dollhouse.
I think you just I think she's probably Buffy at this point.
yeah, I think ending Buffy,
Yeah.
getting in the wrong turn.
But it was always Vin Diesel.
No.
else
Let's
we
see.
got?
It
Let's
was
see
one of the
who
other
we
Street
had.
Sharks.
We had
For Dom. I can't wait to
for
hear this one.
Dom.
Okay, so wait,
Whoa.
so 2001, Eliza Dushku was wrapping up. She just done Bring It On, the first one. That was a hit. So she's probably like, no, I'm better than that. What is 2000? Okay, Soul Survivors and Jade and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh fuck! I
She
forgot was in
picked that over Fast and whatever.
She did two movies. She did Jade and Silent Bob Strike Back, that's an easy, fun paycheck. Give her that. Like that's very clear. Soul Survivors is one that even her grandmother wouldn't watch. Like,
well, I will say this: it could be
But
possible.
was
she
that
said
after
yes to the
or before
others.
Wrong Turn?
Wrong Turn was after. Wrong Turn is 2003.
There's a
Okay,
possibility she already said yes to those roles before Fast and Furious came to her, and she
may
was
have been
just stuck in a
bugged.
bind.
Yeah.
So she decided to do the new guy. instead.
That's just a great film.
And the Simple Plan music video. Don't forget that. The I'm Just a Kid. She's also in the music video, which is fun.
All right, so we have 3 people who could have played Dom. Anybody want to throw some names out just as a quick guess?
2001. 2001.
Yeah,
James Franco.
All right, that's Ken's choice.
That choice. I'm just saying, like in 2001, who's going to be getting roles like that? Yeah.
Matt Damon.
You just like saying that. Matt
Damon.
No,
I'm gonna say
Jason
Ben
Bourne.
Affleck.
That would be sick
none of
if it
those.
was Ben Affleck. Okay.
None of
We're
those.
gonna come
All
out
right.
we're gonna come out of way left field. Apparently, the role was first given over to Timothy Oliphant.
What?
Which is
Justified?
why you don't need. Which
Justified
is why you don't
was
need
like
Aladdin.
See,
Aladdin Mia.
No, but I need to see the Timothy Oliphant, Christian
Elijah
Bale,
Dushku?
and Elijah
Timothy
Dushku version of
Olyphantastic,
this movie.
folks.
Yes.
I want to see that film.
The other one, and you guys, I didn't see this one coming, was Colin Farrell. Yeah.
Okay, they are not the
This is
Toretto
phone booth
family.
time, right?
This is like they're the O'Connors. That's the movie. It's the O'Connors.
No.
It's not yeah.
Wait.
So
What's the? There's a
finding
movie that
Brian
came
O'Connor?
out. There's a movie that came out during this time where
Daredevil.
they are stealing money and the heist goes wrong, and they're all in bugs as they're driving away to safety.
The Italian Job?
You're describing Fast and Furious was almost the Italian Job. Bunch of white people just driving away.
Well, they had Mos Def.
That's 2003. They were filming this. They were filming the Italian Job when Fast and Furious got released. Like that's that time frame, or at least they were
Fast
finishing
and
the
Furious
script.
came out in 2001.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, 2001.
So
and
they
then
were
in 2000,
filming Italian Job.
yeah, they were filming Italian Job by the time they.
Yeah, after this was released.
That was some weird names.
Oh, no. Even weirder is that we could have had the cast of Saved by the Bell just replace all of these characters. And you can line up who you want to line up with them.
Yeah, that works. Fuck.
So the studio would have had, Mario Lopez.
But Screech is
Jesse.
Is no, he's Vince.
He's Jesse. That's
He's
well, I mean,
man. Listen, look at this preppy guy.
Gotta have a Vince, guys.
I think Jesse would have been Vince. And Screech would have played the Jesse of that.
Actually,
character.
that's actually that works.
Yeah. That's,
Lisa,
and then you have
Johnny Tran.
Timothy Amber Thiessen as Mia.
Okay. As Mia.
And
Then who's
Johnny
Lisa
Tran.
Turtle? Lisa
Johnny
Turtle's
Tran.
Johnny Tran. Lisa Turtle's the one on the bike who
Kiss
guns
my
down
shoes.
Screech. No,
Kiss
and
my
she
shoes.
guns down Screech. That's even better. That's perfect. I love this. Okay, wait. So then, what about Jesse? Who's Jesse?
She's
sorry.
Vince.
Oh, Okay. Oh, Jesse is Vince. Okay.
Yes.
Belding's Ted Levine's character.
There you go.
He's not Bilkins. Belding's not Bilkins.
Oh, maybe he's Bilkins.
The principal is the FBI director.
That's Belding. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Max.
Max.
Oh, Max
is Ted Levine's character.
I'd watch this.
The guy who runs the shop.
I'd watch this. I of the many things that I would want to do if I had the power to jump through realities would be to collect that DVD and bring it back to our world, and we could all watch that version of the Fast and Furious Saved by the Bell edition. Like that's
so.
that's
Are you
money well
guys?
spent.
Are you ready for this mind blowing fact for you?
What do you got?
I have not.
You
seen
were in the fourth movie?
one 90s. Not Saved by the Bell episode. I've not seen one.
Wait, what?
I have not seen one episode.
All right, guys,
of
I'm
Saved
out
by
of
the
here.
Bell.
You guys have a good night. I can't
How
stand this
in the
pod.
How in the hell have you not seen it?
He's
I
like
saw-
32. He's a baby.
So?
I saw Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, if you're watching
Family Matters.
look, Pat left thanks to you. Look what you've done. Pat left.
I've never seen an episode. It was anytime it was on, there was like I think I put on Sabrina Teenage Witch or
That's what you chose.
Nickelodeon. Well, because like I'm 36, and I was a kid when that was out, and I thought it was
And you
boring.
made bad choices. Just keep going.
So wait, you never saw California Dreamin'? You never saw The New Class? None of that?
I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah, see this he's a wee one.
Not that much
I'm
younger.
ancient.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I mean-
that much younger.
enough that I feel even older.
Not a generational gap.
All right.
It is though. Like, okay, like he was play. There's a gap there. There's a gap in which he was
making bad choices. Just
it's
he was
the
even
SpongeBob gap.
I'm
it's
okay.
the
So here it
SpongeBob
is.
gap.
Yeah, exactly. I'm real Ghostbusters. He's extreme Ghostbusters. Like there's a gap there.
Where's your Nickelodeon at?
My Nickelodeon? Oh man. So
Doug Rugrats.
Yeah, so we have Rugrats, Doug, All Real Monsters, the skateboarding one, Rocket Power. There's that's the big ones, Cat Dog. And obviously all that. Amanda Show. What else? I'm trying to think of other Nickelodeon stuff. That's the top ones off my head.
Yeah.
I understand half the words you just said.
Yeah. On that note, gentlemen, it has been great.
All right.
Talking Fast and Furious. I'm gonna bounce out. Thank you all for having me. Cole, before I'm gonna bounce because I gotta go do some things. Please let everyone know where they can find you and where they can follow you and do all the things.
Oh, perfect. So hi everyone. My name is Cole. You can find me at the Welcome Party podcast on Perception Studios Twitch. So it's twitch.tv/Perception Studio. Every Monday night at 7:30, you can find me with JPG and Alex doing the Welcome Party. And you can also find me streaming on Twitch as Rogue Jedi TTV every Thursday and Friday. But what's very exciting is wait, when is this coming out?
Probably after the
That's
museum.
a good question.
It'll be after the museum.
After the museum? What about WonderCon?
It'll maybe before.
When's WonderCon?
End of March.
Yeah, should be before that.
Very exciting. You may or may not have missed us, but we'll be live at WonderCon. Don't know when or where, but we'll be there at WonderCon. I'm allowed to say that we'll be there. I just can't say anything else. But
follow him on social media. You'll find more.
Yes, please. Yeah, follow on social media Rogue Jedi TTV.
There you go.
Cole, thank you so much for joining us and giving us your hot takes. We look forward to having you again when we review more Fast and Furious shenanigans. I just want to get to 5 where they destroy the entire city of Rio de Janeiro.
As I say, maybe we'll just bundle 3, 4, and 5 together as a review.
Thank you so much for having me. This was honestly a lot of fun. I did not realize what time it was until I looked at the clock. I was like, oh God.
Yeah. We could talk fast for forever.
Yeah.
Which should be the last. It should be the name of the last movie.
Because it's family.
All right, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
He's a cop.